Hi, my name is Lakesha from the Lakesha Network. I am here to remind you to go to your Google or Apple App Store. Simply type the word Lakesha and then search to install and download the Lakesha Alert app to stay up to date on my new superior features. Subscribe to my YouTube page, opening up your app and clicking menu. Click on the About Us tab. Try to get familiar with my software and also teach it to your loved ones. And get your household familiar with my information. It will be useful in the future. You're welcome in advance.
Peace, peace, peace. How everybody doing out there? To all American Aborigines out there, and everybody else. This your guy Ty Data. We bringing out the Juggernauts. We got a young brother on the line. Yeah, he's gonna, what I'm saying, he's gonna break down some stuff. This is not so it's Aboriginal Juggernauts understanding the more science. So he's gonna break it down. First off, let me say, me growing up, I never grew up with no Moors or anything like that. I never heard of that. That is some internet stuff to me. So I never, so I have a messed up conception of what it is, because I learned it through the conscious community and everybody who's who understand the conscious community. Conscious community is it's a place where to meet your people at, but it's also a weird old goddamn garbage disposal. You know what I'm saying? So I got a messed up conception, and I'm pretty sure everybody else do. The young brother came on and he spit a bunch of stuff, and so he got people a little curious. So what's up with this? Like what do you guys really do? You know what I'm saying? And so he finna prove the Morris is not what we think they is, because I got a preconceived notion. You know what I'm saying? I admit, it's fishy to me. So I do got to admit that. So maybe he can change that. I don't know. So but I also got to say, shout out to the rest of the Juggernauts. You know what I'm saying? They had a Juggernaut build over there on Jaguar channel. You know what I'm saying? They was over there. But if he can make it to the Juggernaut, if he can make it through the Juggernauts, you know what I'm saying, this young brother be going places. You know what I'm saying? But it's a brother, young Elijah. You know what I'm saying, from People, Folks, and Nation. You know what I'm saying? He went in on us. You know what I'm saying, on his little page and shit. But it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? This is the internet. You know what I'm saying? And we all got like super duper egos and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
right.
so sometimes you know what I'm saying, you gotta let the young brothers um uh sometimes you gotta you gotta let the people get their ego off without being personal. You know what I'm saying? But I know, see some people out there, they know about the Moors, and so some people already know the Moors ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. The comments. See, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna break it down a little bit, because he did break it down. You know what I'm saying? He said some stuff, that I never heard anybody say before. You know what I'm saying? So I learned some, learn some stuff. I mean, I can't say it's true, but it was some new stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? But I do gotta say, you know what I'm saying, like some of the people, you know what I'm saying, I know some of the people don't like me, you know what I'm saying, but some of the people, y'all need to get realistic. Y'all need to ease up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here and I'm out here for real. You know what I'm saying? I know, just because we out here spend some little time, we have some little debates and we do some little stuff, that does not mean that we're not out here working and getting things done. We still got our network on the way. We still got the Lakesha app up, back and running. Ain't nobody getting nothing. They ain't getting no data or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Everybody know me. I'm Tyron Vito. I put my face out here. You know what I'm saying? My business out here. You know what I'm saying? I am a CEO of an international corporation. That's 5,000 Elite, and also incorporation. And also, I have my sister out here. You know what I'm saying? My sister is a Minneapolis politician. She's a Minneapolis Park Board commissioner, and she beat the Democrats and the Republicans to get her seat. And pretty soon she's gonna be running. She's gonna be running for lieutenant governor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here and I'm out here for real. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Not like internet for real, but like literally for real. So I literally do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And my face out here. So, I know a lot of people, they hide behind their screensavers, and you don't nobody know who they is. So it's real easy to come out here to say, fuck your God, fuck your mama, nigga, I'm killing everybody. It's real easy to do that, you know what I'm saying, where don't nobody know who the fuck you is and you ain't got nothing on the line. Okay, I am in a, you know what I'm saying, I am no better, but I am in a different boat. You know what I'm saying? People know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm a public servant in the community. You know what I'm saying? My sister's a public servant in the community. So, you know what I'm saying? That's not my forte. So I'm not, so I'm not the gangster guy. I'm not the guy that's gonna, tell you nigga I'm a murk you in the morning and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but some of you, some guys, if you get out there, you know what I'm saying, get your face out there, get all your shit out there, and then you come and then you actually, come online and you spit that nigga, I hate your God shit, you know what I'm saying, then good for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's not my forte. It never was and it never will be. So if y'all can't, understand and respect a young man with his life out here, for real, for real, for real, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the chat. We got Auntie in there. Oh, Auntie pissed off already. She woke up pissed off. We need to get them her show this Sunday or this Saturday or this Thursday. You know what I'm saying? We need to get that women's bill because Auntie need to kill somebody. Um, who else we got up in here? Let me see who we got first in the building. We got Reginald Green first in the building. Chad Murdoch out there. We got the original Copper Emperor Herpes. That's Auntie. We got America India in the building. You know what I'm saying? Kathleen McLean in the building. We got Mizak in the building. Who else out there? Who else out there? We got Miss Lil 50 uh 5484 Davis in the building, Cherokee Tulu in the building. Who else out there? We got Golden Moon. What's up, Golden Moon? We got Golden Moon got two names on y'all. Golden Moon, aka KD, in the building. You know what I'm saying? Who else out there? Who out there? Uh the autonomous out there. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? So the young brother gonna go in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm in. Nighthawk. Nighthawk. Did you get your tracking number, bro? You know what I'm saying? Check your email. You get your tracking number. Your package will be on the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's no drugs. That's his electronic device. You know what I'm saying? It's on the way. Alton Warren out there. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the building. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the brother go in for a little bit, and I got some questions, and it's gonna get good, y'all, because I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? I want to know about this stuff because I got a fucked up perception because I never knew a Moor into this place, and my perception of the Moors is fucked up, and so he can probably change that. Michael Roberts in the building. So we're gonna let the brother go in. If you can start off with your business ventures, you're writing a book, you know what I'm saying, your community, what you do in the community. If you can start off with that for a little bit, and I'm gonna let you know right now, most of us got a fucked up perception of the Moors. And so you can kind of, go in from there for a little bit.
All right. All right. Peace. Peace and greetings to my followers and to your audience. And I want to give honors to the prophet, the holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali, and other active Moors and veteran Moors out there in Chicago and in America. But I started the Chicago People and Folks movement. Not the what you hear about with the gangbangers and all of that, and the violence that you hear about on the media. Not that form of it. I'm talking about the spiritual form. So I started my own movement to uplift my community first. And what we do is basically emulate the MSTFA and Noble Drew Ali and his divine principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So what we doing is taking what he brought and using it to better ourselves. So People in Folks Nation is just my immediate community. But don't get it twisted. I am a more and Muslim. And being on your show today, I just want to continue to spread the information that will help us, progress in America, as a community and a race. So, I'm here to answer questions pertaining to the MSTFA, the Moorish Americans culture, past and present, that people might not, really be up to date on. And most important, as far as the internet goes, uh, with the Aborigines and the Black conscious community. You know, like Young Pharaoh, Sarah Sutton said he got a lot of videos where they claim to expose the Moors. And we see other Aborigine uh, publications on YouTube claiming Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Americans are under 501c3. So, you know, it's all fun and games until someone slanders you. And so basically that's what I'm here for. It's nothing really else, you know, that matters to me besides making sure, you know, that people know the real deal about the prophet and what his movement was about. You know, so, you know, if you got any questions about Noble Drew Ali and his Moorish MDM movement, I'm glad to answer that. And if people want to know about, you know, people and folks nation culture, where we derive from, you know, how did we come about in Chicago and all throughout America, I answer those questions, you know. So, you know, you can let me know what you think, what you think you need to know, bro.
Oh man, you gotta put some suspense on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put some suspense on it. You in Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? We talking to the nation right now. Go ahead and put some. I
But you
mean,
know
what y'all
what
do?
though? Yo,
What?
yo, your questions is gonna amp me up. When you get to answer me the right questions, you know, I'm gonna be charged up to teach. You know, that's why I get
Okay.
my energy from. You feel me? It
Okay.
just seemed like that right now, but I'm gonna get revved up. You feel me?
All right. Yeah, he from the hardcore streets of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Put a little suspense on it. It's all good. It's all good. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So first off I want to say, from being the Moor, is there anything that you can't do you guys keep secrets, or is there anything you can't tell non-Moorish people?
Being the Moorish American Muslim and the Moorish American National, we gotta basically emulate the prophet and follow his divine instructions. So we really not into naught or into like nothingness and child's play and foolishness, trickery, chicanery. We not here to play games. So we not here to deceive anybody. So we actually are here to lift up the veil that has been put over our people's eyes. For instance, like the transatlantic slave trade and the terminology of Negro, blacks, and colors. I would like to give that credit to the Moorish Science Temple of America and Noble Drew Ali. I never heard of anyone else coming over here reminding the particular people called Negroes that they are not Negroes and that they are tied to something greater than that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, so the prophet, you know, he that's what he did, and I just can't compare him to nobody else. So, you know, that's mission number one. You know, so
Okay,
I don't.
cause here in the Aboriginal community, you know what I'm saying, we don't hide knowledge. You know what I'm saying? All our knowledge is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I know something, you know what I'm saying, I tell it. You know what I'm saying? So
Let me
that's
put
one
some on that. Let me put
that's
some
one
on
thing.
that. Like,
But
if,
and I
if you
just want to
remember,
know, but I just
no, go
want to
ahead.
know, if do the Moors have knowledge that they have to keep to themselves? Like you can't do that. If that's a non-Moor, then he needs to, there's a certain level of, you know, because I'm going to ask you some
Nah,
questions, and so you know what I'm saying, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not a historian, so I'm not finna we not finna talk about Naya or no pyramids and nothing like that. We finna go in.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So um I just want to know, you know, like, can I, is I'm freely to speak my mind
Yeah,
and
you
ask the
need to know.
questions.
Y'all need to know this. You know, especially people who never been to the MSTFA or never really, you know, was learned, you know, by a sheik, a grand sheik from the MSTFA, because that's what the leadership is
Hold
called.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
A
on. What's that?
a sheik, SHIEK, and a sheikess, and also an assistant grand sheik. That's who run the Moorish Science Temple, the grand pot. So this is the master teacher who makes sure everything is in conjunction with what Noble Drew Ali brought down. So these are the people that you want to listen to when it comes to the MSTFA and the Circle 7 Koran. Now I'm a sheik. Every Moorish American is a sheik. Once you get in there and get them lessons, and you know that's how it's set up for all of us to be leaders and teachers. So that's why we don't keep secrets. The information is going to be laid out for you right there in the raw. But everybody's not going to have the eyes to see, you know, right away. So the Moor's job is just to hold that torch for you, that light, and guide you until you can, you know, do it on your own, you know, until that third eye open up. And then you can lead the way for yourself. Because we all want, what we realize in the MSTFA is that us, you melanin beings with this so-called nappy hair, you know, light skin and brown skin, dark skin, is we are one people. So, hating on you is hating on myself. So to reverse the curse, all we got to do is give this information out to get it back. Just show the love, bro.
Okay,
So
okay. So you said she, and so you guys do have a ranking system then.
right. It is definitely a council. It is definitely a
Oh,
constitutional
oh,
form of government and different positions.
okay. Well, go
You
ahead and
know.
break down. Can you break down that rank? Go ahead and spit that lick and break that rank down. Like, what's the how it go?
Okay, we definitely have a divine constitution and bylaws, and it would be 7 acts. And this falls into the instructions given
No,
to us by the prophet.
well, I'm
You
saying,
know.
like, how does the ranking go? Do you guys,
Oh, the
like,
ranking. Okay, I'm
yeah, like you
sorry.
got your
We
sheik, and
definitely
then
we
you
got
got
that
your,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. We got the national grand sheik. We got temples all over the continent in different territories. And based on, necessity, the leadership may vary. If you understand what I mean. Like
Right,
if
right.
we in Chicago, clearly everybody is more hip and more electric. So the leadership there probably would be more accepting to the hip hop
So
culture.
how does it break down? You know what I'm saying? How does
You
the structure breaks down? Does it go? You know what I'm saying? Does it go from, like, step one, step two, step three, and then the sheik, and then there's people over the sheik, or a grand sheik, or sheik above? Like, does it? You know, can you explain that? Or
like I say, it's a national grand sheet, and we
okay,
have each temple. We have several temples all
right.
throughout the nation. So
Okay,
each temple have a sheet to teach from, and it is not like a authoritarian situation with somebody sitting over you demanding your activities. Your activities is merely volunteer. You see what
okay,
I'm saying?
right,
It's
right.
merely volunteering to uplift your own community and learning the divine principles and ancient sciences to better yourself. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
right,
So
right.
in exchange for you to better yourself and your community, we're giving you the knowledge of the ages for the free, basically. You
Okay,
see?
got you.
So it's no overlay for the underlay, like the more is this, the more is that. But the reason why you don't see us out here campaigning is because talking too much is the foolishness of folly. So you're not gonna see a lot of Moors just around here, trying to recruit. If y'all see us and y'all ask us questions, you're gonna meet a brother like me who you might misjudge, and you don't even know I got a plethora of information. I'm finna break it down to you. So that's what we do. We wait on y'all. Now that you got me, you gonna get it in a raw. You see what I'm saying? Now you
Right.
know what it is, and that should entice you to go up in there with the grand masters. Because I'm not a grand master. I'm still a student myself. So when
Okay.
you get up in there, they're gonna wake you up to all aspects of civics, civilization, metaphysics, esoteric teachings, spiritual concepts, the arts. You're gonna meet the best of the best people that's coming through. That's sort of like a university. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
So
sounds pretty, interesting. But what is the rumming role? Because, in the Aborigine community, what I'm saying, the Aborigine, well, a woman, she has rank. And so, what is how does a woman fit in the Moorish, the Moorish culture, and what type of rank does she have?
the Moorish culture is based off the female. And the MSTFA, it's actually a matriarch, which focuses on laws of the mother. So that's feminine in aspect by itself. And the MSTFA holds mission statement is to uplift and protect the woman. So basically, the men is the muscle. They are Muslims. They are the strength in
So can she
everything
be a
we
sheik?
do.
Can she be a sheik
Yeah, yeah,
or
of
Gresham?
course. I mean, the women are the leadership. It is all about them. It's uplifting them to a leadership role. You see what I'm saying? We are equal to women. We don't believe we stand over women. Like, for instance, the Nation of
Right.
Islam, they might say that woman means woe man, like WOE, like whoa, whoa. She has some problem. What we believe is the woman is the womb man. She's the mind with a womb. Like
Got
man mean mind. It means mind to us. We are on the spiritual level. So we're not looking at the physical. So we are equal, except for she just have a womb. You
you.
see,
Okay.
she's womb man, but we are equal, and more than likely, women are more intelligent than us, so they excel more in an environment where they free range. They can do what they want to do on the spiritual level, though, with the guided by love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. This is what
Okay.
we afford to the women.
Okay,
You
okay,
know,
that's acceptable. Now here in the Aboriginal movement, we accept you as you are. So if you are a Muslim, a Christian, a Catholic, a Hebrew, a you got one eye, you're in a wheelchair, miscellaneous, whatever. We accept everybody. Can you be a Hebrew more? Can you be a Christian more, or a Buddhist more, or some shit like that? Or do everybody have to convert and combine to your beliefs?
The Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali, when he developed the MSTFA in our literature, he basically most of it derived from aspects of Buddhism, Confucianism, Islamism, and what we call, I believe what you call Judaism, I call it Israelite science. But we encompass mostly every religion you ever heard of. So off the whim, we accepting everybody. So once you get in there, you're gonna learn that mostly every religion that you can think of comes from us. But you're not gonna learn that on a YouTube. Somebody's just saying it. You're not gonna believe it. But when you get in there, you're gonna get this information and find out like, wow,
But
these guys been around for a while.
but do
You
y'all
know,
have them? Do y'all have them in there? Do y'all have, like, Hebrew Moors?
Yeah, we come across all that. I mean, the members and people who sit in at Sunday school and sometimes come in on Friday prayer service. So we have all types of people like with you melanin. What I mean by that, you know what I mean? You might say black Negro, or a nigga, our community, our race. It's basically for our people, the so-called Negro. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
all of us is up in there. However we come, of course we want our people to come in there to get repaired and redeemed, so they can heal. So we
Right.
definitely going to be there for the people who need us. So it's no discrimination on our people. But when it
Okay.
comes to other nations, of the earth, we are very cautious about how we deal with them.
All right. Cool.
But we,
Cool.
we we up in there. Aboriginals come up in there and learn. Don't be scared. Find you a Moor Science temple. Find you a Grand Sheik that know what he talk about. Get up in there and demand that they teach you something. And that's one thing y'all need to know. You need I challenge the Aboriginals to make these Moors teach them,
Well,
like
well,
how I'm talking to y'all.
well, a lot of us, including myself, we look at that as a religious organization, and so
Right.
there's some things that goes along with being a religious organization that throughout history have done some good things, but also done some bad things to our community. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying, so most Aboriginals, um, it's a lot of Aboriginals come from that. A lot of
Well, I can
Aboriginals
correct
is that,
that. Let
right?
me let me
But
correct that for the
but hold
apps.
on. A lot of Aboriginals is Moors, and a lot of
Right.
Aboriginals have respect for Moors. But there's a domination out there that
Right.
religion is the enemy. So that's just the way life goes. But let's go ahead and get but the other day, what I'm saying, you and Chief Holiday was having a conversation about how Morse is foreign. What I'm saying, and I didn't know if you was understand what Chief was saying. What I'm saying, because we are American first. What I'm saying, and then
Yeah.
we're Aboriginal, but Aboriginal also means first. You see what I'm saying? Um, being the more, what I'm saying, to us that looks that's foreign. You see what I'm saying? And I know
Mm-hmm.
to your understanding, but our understanding is, there's what how many countries is it? Like 198 or something. There's like 198 countries in the world. Okay. Each country has a people, and the country is named, and each people is named after the land. So if you got China, you got Chinese. You got Jamaicans, you got Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? And then when you got Americans, you got Americans. You see what I'm saying? And so this is the type of format, what I'm saying, that we are accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? And so when you say you're more, you know, using that format, you're foreign. You're a foreigner. You see what I'm saying? But if you twitch the format, and you make a new format and say no, they don't mean technically they don't mean that, because because we use a different format. You know what I'm saying? It isolates you, because there's 190 something countries out there that use the same format that we're using, and if the Moors or if some other people break that format, then it's like we get what you're saying, but you kind of in la la land. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So so but so 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 how would you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Being a foreigner.
Okay, let me just let me iterate that the Moorish Science Temple of America is not a religious organization. It is actually a spiritually divine movement for the earthly salvation and spiritual salvation of the inhabitants of North, South, and Central America. So we can nip that in the bud that the Moors is not a religious organization. It is a spiritual and divine movement. And that is something people can look up for themselves. As for people's apprehensiveness about, Moors being foreigners and how they believe and perceive. I think I straightened that out in the video with Holiday the other day when he actually was the ones double speaking. When he was basically saying, yeah, what I'm saying is, yeah, we all Moors, we from here. The Moors went up in Europe first. But then he tried to basically say the Moors are foreigners. But then what I did was prove to him that Noble Drew Ali got his information from the Mohammedans and the Meccans. So in your mind, the Mohammedans and the Meccans is from the Middle East or from a far distant place. But if you just simply Google Muhammad, Illinois, you will see that there's an actual place. If you Google Morocco, Indiana, you will see it's an actual place. If you Google Venezuela, South America, these are actual places. So I never lied, I never misled anybody because according to the logic of Chief Holiday and the Aborigines, he said the Moors or the Egyptians or the Kemetic built the pyramids. The Aboriginals said, oh, we hit the pyramids first. We went over there first. So you have to take in consideration. Memphis, Tennessee was Memphis, Tennessee before the Civil War. That means our ancestors knew it was a Memphis, Tennessee. You see what I'm saying? So we fought for Memphis, Tennessee. That means we fought for Cairo, Illinois. We fought for Chicago, Illinois, because there is no argument that we developed Chicago, Illinois. Any Aborigine or indigenous person will sit up there and tell you our kind of people developed Chicago via John Baptiste du Sable. So it's safe to say when our people was naming these towns, Cairo, Illinois, Morocco, Indiana, no matter what the YouTube tell you or the Google, we know damn well that the indigenous people named these lands. So they did not make a mistake when they named Lebanon, Connecticut. You feel me? So, buddy, Chief Holiday, he was trying to tell me that in the Levant is where the Phoenicians come from Lebanon. But then when you look on the map, you see it's a Lebanon, America. You see what I'm saying? So we have a Utah, America. So basically, what I'm saying is we are prehistoric. So the prophet did not get his information from a foreign place.
Right. Hold on.
I notified y'all that he got it from the Cherokees.
Hold up. You debating Chief Holiday, man. I don't know nothing about where the prophet gets information. You.
Right. I'm just letting you know from the stigma.
Some of y'all is too smart. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you for not starting off on 50. You know what I'm saying, or 100, because some of y'all is too smart. Y'all come right in, y'all start right off on 100. You know what I'm saying? That's what Duke Tears did. Chief Holiday do that a lot. A1 do that a lot. They start right on 100, and it's like you gotta tippy toe me. So I appreciate you for for tippy toe me a little bit, but I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about I'm talking about I'm talking in the social political sense. You know what I'm saying? Social political. This is the way the whole wide world. This is the format that the world works in. You see what I'm saying? This is
it ain't gonna work like that.
But
we not mainstream and political though.
Let me fix it. You know what I'm saying? And so and so being a part of the world. You know what I'm saying? This is the format that the world uses. You see what I'm saying? And so if I have an 8-year-old kid, you know what I'm saying, in school, and the teacher say, would the Americans stand up? You know what I'm saying? My kid's gonna stand up. You see what I'm saying? Because he's American, and then him being an American Aboriginal, that's Aboriginal meaning the first meaning ranking, rank meaning the first is the highest, and then 10 or whatever, like first will be the highest. So now he has a rank in America over everybody. So when my kids stand up in class and they say, yeah, I'm American. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm the American. But your kid wouldn't stand up. You see what I'm saying? Your kid would still be sitting down until the Moors get called. You see what I'm saying? So
we Americans. We definitely Americans. We take pride in being Americans.
But you are more first. So you're foreign first. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, Morris is an ethnicity. Morris is an ethnicity. America got more weight, but it is a national identifier, because if you look at other nations and tribes, they have identifying presences. Like if you have the German Americans, the Italian Americans, the Navajo Americans, the Hopi Americans, the Sioux Americans, then we would just have the Aboriginal Americans, and we don't have an intelligent
No,
identifying factor. So we
right,
would have to assume these people cannot read and write and identify themselves.
right.
You see?
So we will be, American first. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we socially and politically. That's one of the big things.
Unfortunately, it don't work like that.
But
The
but ho- but ho-
government,
but
yeah,
hold on, let me finish because that's one of the big things we're after. Okay, that's
I
that's
see what you're saying.
that's one
Yeah.
of the big things we're after. So a lot of people don't understand that in the Aboriginal community. That's one of our big pet peeves. That's one of our things we plan to to get accomplished first. We want to be when people say Americans, they're talking about our kids. You see, if it's an auditorium for the kids and they say when Americans raise their hand, our kids is going to raise their hand, not the Germans, not the African
Yeah, yes, they
Americans.
are. Yes,
You know,
they are. It is a lot of
well,
ethnicities
they
in
can.
America.
Look, they can, but they can if they want to. But
But
if
look,
if,
it's
if they want to be
23
back,
countries
but
in
hold on,
America.
hold
It
on,
is
hold on,
23 countries. It's
hold, hold,
23 different nations in America.
hold
It's
on. Let me
just
finish.
not your type of an American, though.
I know, but let me finish. Let me finish because I just want to make a little point so you can go in. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And so right now, if as us being African American or more American, you know what I'm saying? If our kids are in the auditorium and they say, would the Americans raise their hand? Everybody born in America would technically be, would be an American. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
everybody have the right, what I'm saying, to raise their hand if they want to. But when our kids raise their hand, okay, it it has a deeper meaning because our kids are the American Aborigines. So we are the true Aborigines. We are the Americans above all Americans. All Americans are beneath us. If you're not a Aborigine, American Aborigine, you're some other. You're foreign. You see what I'm
Right.
saying to us. You
It
see what I'm
don't get
saying?
no plainer than that. I see what you're saying.
You see
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so in a social setting for our kids in the future to be able to walk around and and say all of Americans stand up. When people hear America, they hear America, they thinking, oh, that's we're the Americans above all. You see what I'm saying? And so that's one of the things we be trying to get across, but and it don't never get across. And so if you are a Moorish American, it would be, because it's like, the land that you underneath is not, is it's not attached to more. You see what I'm saying? In that type of sense, in the social political sense, not in a historical or a founder or something like that. Not in that type of sense. So, um, so we um so how did you feel about that? Cause like, what I'm saying, how would a Moorish American deal with that? Like how would you want your kids to deal with that? Going to school and you got the American Aborigines, you got the Native Americans, the African Americans, and then you have the more Americans. I mean, where are your kids? What is the how, how does that work with your future?
Yeah. Well, my children in my community, we would want to take advantage. And, for any right or law, they could allow us, as much freedom as we can get. So if we were sharing this country with, different ethnic groups, and like I mentioned, there's 23 different nations in America, and all of those nations have different names, different free national names, like Belize, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Haiti, to name a few, Grenada. But the African American and Aborigine, they don't. So for me, what it means to me is basically it encompasses your culture. Your name encompasses your culture. So when they see your name and identity, they already know who you are. Like when people typically hear about Black or African Americans, they already know what to assume. So the Moorish template, name, title, and status in front of America is letting people know ahead of time what they are dealing with. And when you go back in our past and present, we are always on the scene doing something major, and having a purpose to be on the highways and byways. So, for me, Moorish would be my preference because it basically lets people know that I'm actually doing something. I'm in the midst of doing something right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Moorish.
Right.
So, that's informing you that
Right.
I'm just not an airhead, letting you
Gotcha.
know off the whim I'm on my way somewhere or I'm doing something. So that's one reason you shouldn't be harassing me because you already know the Moorish culture is always busy and always industrious out here. So
Okay, I
it's
got it.
implying my attributes and my total character. Now,
Got it.
Aborigine is like blank man. I mean, we know you Aborigine. It's no doubt that the whole world know that the so-called Negro is Aborigine, but it's still like blank man because, like, for instance, if the Aborigine start traveling, and we do have all these different nations out here, corporations and business out here by the boatload. When the Aboriginal travel, he just have a blank sticker or template. Like if he had to have a license plate or a flag, his flag would just be blank. You feel me? It would just say Aboriginal. And that would not be fooling me. That would not be fooling nobody. Because when I type it up, I'm just gonna see first to a land. I'm not gonna see exactly who they is. I'm gonna look at their skin like, okay, they could be some of the Negroes from the South, or they could be some Africans. Or they could be, some of them terrorists. I don't know. Let's just pull them over anyway. You feel me? So it is not an identifying factor. So it's actually dangerous when you traveling, when you mooring, when you navigate. It's actually dangerous because it can get you exploited. Because these savages and these predators, who have a history of exploiting, the weak and the mentally feeble, they'll know like, okay, these people right here don't even know who they is. They just saying they Aboriginal, but at the end of the day, I know they don't know what's going on. So that can really attract predators. Now, us already having a solid rock foundation with Islam, you pretty much know, the reputation of a local person that's Islam, no matter what faction they from, they generally get respect. Now, Moorish American Islamism is, a tad bit different, but at the same time, we still represent, our masculinity and women represent their femininity to a T. So,
Right.
we are basically on leadership roles all the time. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
Everywhere we go. So
So
it's teaching us the characters and the strength and the principles that we need 24/7 and exerting this. People gonna catch on and know like these Moorish Americans is about that.
I see what you're
So
saying.
that's why
Right.
I would prefer it, over the Aborigine.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you want your kids in the future when they say they Moorish Americans, you want everybody else to be aware, like, yeah, those are Moors. They get shit done. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, yeah, they are
Okay,
intelligent.
that's
They are
what you want.
respectable.
Right. That's
Their
what you want the.
culture is lit up. Their culture is the
Okay.
bomb.
Okay. I get
When
that.
they
I get that.
research us, you feel me?
Right, right. And so that's, you know what
So
I'm saying? So that gives a little pressure on all the Moors that they need to get their shit together because,
right.
every Moor is connected in some type of way or some shit. Okay, I kind of get that, you know what I'm saying? So that's a different, you know what I'm saying? That's a different type of format, that's a different type of logic, you know what I'm saying? But, it does, but the way, you tie yourself to the land, socially and politically, it also comes with different types of benefits. But
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if traveling, going somewhere and having something on my ID because I don't you don't carry your ID with you. It's just something you buy maybe in a liquor store, strip club, or maybe a bank. So it's not gonna ID is really not gonna get you some type of you know pleasure or some type of joy. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a blank ID or ID with a Nike sticker. It's not gonna you're not getting anything. You see what I'm saying? Not that I know of. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now, if
yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
something out there, where you can flash your ID and say, "Well, shit, man, I get an extra, bag of chips because of my ID." You know what I'm saying? But we do know some of the Aborigines and the Americans, they tax free. So we're not saying that's something that is holy grail or that's something that's on everybody's agenda, but that do exist. You know what I'm saying? So there,
Yeah.
and I literally, know some people who actually, don't pay taxes. Like they will literally go to the store and argue the shit out of somebody for like a nickel and show their little shit to make sure they don't get a nickel. and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
not paying that nickel makes them feel so goddamn good. You know what I'm saying? So we want our kids to grow up in that type of environment. You see what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that's what it is in the future. You see what I'm saying? And so we don't want them to grow in an environment like, well, shit, man. You call yourself Aboriginal, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And I see, you know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, we kind of want that too. We kind of want, hey, that's American Aboriginal. Don't mess with them. Let them go. Leave them alone. And that's kind of on the line that you guys saying. It's like those Moors, just leave them alone. Like you know
Right.
what they're about. That's where you going with
Exactly.
it. Okay, I get you. Um, so now now Moors are known for these hats. Okay, uh, these hats. Now, is these hats mandatory? Or fezzes or whatever fezzes? I know some people call them buckets and shit. That's what you hear a lot of people say. But um, so is these things? Is this a religious thing? Is this a prestige? Is it what like? How does that work? Like everybody got to have one, or how does that work?
That's a national headdress. It's like any other culture on this world. They got you know
Somebody said the chaos.
they got their own attire and regalia that basically identifies them as being unique. So first of all, it is not a hat, it is actually a fez. And on top of that, we have the turban. And there is many other dress wear that
So is it
the women in.
religious, or is it just a style you guys like to wear, or is it is it represent some religion fashion? Like what's like you
I
don't
don't
gotta
think
break it
it's
down because I have heard people broke it
yeah.
down before. I have heard people go in and went all the way back to like an ancient pebble or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I heard like the lineage part of it, but I don't know like if you're a Moor, do you got to have one? Is it mandatory? Is it
when you
paying?
are when you are active in the Moor Sons Temple of America, it is mandatory for men to have on a
Okay, got it.
headdress, sort of like the kufi, a turban, or a fez. These are the more popular ones,
Right, right.
But it is mandatory for Moorish American men to wear fezes. It is not mandatory for women, though. It is
Okay,
not
so
mandatory.
do you have one?
Yeah, definitely,
You
definitely.
got one? Can you go get it?
Oh yeah, I don't have it in my presence right now. I'm actually not at my domicile right now, so
Okay,
I don't have
okay.
it right now. I
Does it
wish I
does it
could have.
does it have a SKU number?
No, no. What you
It
mean
does
by that?
like a barcode or
Oh
tag.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So where's it made at?
It was made in Chicago, Illinois, at I believe at a fraternity shop. I can't think of it on South Chicago, but it was homemade by some brothers and sisters, definitely. You know.
Okay, so all of them is homemade. There's not like no warehouse, no one warehouse. They're just like people around the neighborhood makes them. Is that how it work?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would suggest anybody in the MSTFA who get a fez to go get it locally. You know what I mean? When you got to go get your fez, when you proclaiming your nationality, go support the local community. Don't get it from nobody else, because you got tailor shops everywhere who can make a fez.
So
You know.
okay, but the majority of them is locally made, or is they just like if I wanted one,
Yeah,
like do I gotta be a more to get one? Can I go on
yeah, yeah.
Amazon and
Anybody
get
can
one and
get it.
some
Yeah,
shit?
exactly. Like anybody can get this stuff because you got the Masons, right? Those Mason temples and lodges. They wear fezzes too, and I believe it's other groups who might wear similar headwear.
Okay,
But I
so
was.
who so where are they made at? Is they made in America? They made like in China somewhere? Like where
Yeah,
exactly?
like the material, like they might have the material here, and you might have a seamstress or a tailor, like at the cleaners department, or where they sew emblems on clothes, like for celebrations. At a place like that, they make fezzes in there. If you know anything about like those fraternities and sororities, like Alpha Phi Sigma, all that, those type of places, that where,
Okay,
where, where
now
they where
see
they make the uniforms at.
now
You can
see
go in there
that's
and get a
why.
fez from them.
But that's see that right there. That's that right there that makes the Morris look kind of bad. You know what I'm
Why do you
saying?
say that?
Because like when you talk about the Moors, you got a lot of sight men, and you got a lot of history, and the Moors did this. But then it's like you guys ain't even got a warehouse for your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
You,
Yeah,
you,
yeah. Don't
you,
say that. It's many mores with warehouses. I'm just telling you where you can get a Feds. I don't know what a particular more got. It's some balling mores. It's some sleepy, lazy mores. But I cannot put that on every more. It's mores with warehouses where to do mores. Like every more is not just like off grid. It's some people and might be a clerk down at your downtown.
manufacturing production. You know what I'm saying? Y'all manufacturing them.
Yeah, I
Y'all
mean
own
individually,
phases.
I don't. What you getting twisted is like we are like a monolith just running around like like ants or something. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't like
Huh.
that.
No,
You
no,
know what
no,
I
no, no. I'm
mean?
not saying it like that because we kind of believe in mass production. You know what I'm saying? Mass
Oh
production, mass
yeah,
produce, and
we
so
would definitely with all of that. We definitely with all of that. And what you need to do is if you do link up with Moorish Americans or Moors, make sure they into that. You know what I mean? So it might be some young people out here trying to teach more science and teach about True Ali who might not be as self-sufficient. Don't get that twisted. Every Moor is not rich and just out here with a factory, producing for themselves. But I
okay.
guarantee you, majority of them are. You know what I mean? Sewing their own clothes. You know what I mean? Farming, growing their own food. This is what basically they're teaching us to do is be self-sufficient and independent. This is the supreme message. You know what I mean? So, basically that's what you're gonna get. But are you gonna walk in every temple and they got a big warehouse and a farm somewhere? That remains to be seen. So,
Okay, so
you
there
know,
is some level of there is some level of manufacturing and production, but you know,
definitely,
right,
definitely.
there is some level, but for the almighty Mars, man, we expect, you know what I'm saying? I thought you was gonna say like, yeah, man, we got like super factories and all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of is it's a little, like it kind of don't add up a little bit to me. You know what I'm saying? I got to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
like I say, you go back so long. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody to go back so long, you know what I'm saying? We expect mega shit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
For
right.
example, when you look at like Hong Kong, Hong Kong been activated for about 100, 200 years. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
that's it.
man.
You know what I'm saying? And they got their own money. They got their own, you know what I'm saying? They got their own rules. They
So
got their,
this
you know what
what
I'm
I
saying?
can tell you.
So
I'm
we
feeling
kind
that
of,
though. Yeah,
you see what
yeah.
I'm saying? So we kind of expect, for the, the Moors to have that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no, no,
So
no! Don't say that. Don't say that now.
what?
I didn't say they don't. Don't say that. I said that it varies. Now, as for the Aborigines, and the outsiders, like for me, I'm plugged. I'm good. So I'm gonna
Right.
know some things you don't know. Like I might not pay for this. I might get charged a low for that. I might get entries in just because I know people, who put in work and they're gonna look out for me for putting in work. Now, you being an Aborigine, or somebody Johnny come lately, you think you finna come get all the Moorish incentives. You think we might not be balling or how this, but yeah, don't paint the picture like people ain't living well. I can't put it all on the table. I'm not finna tell you every detail of my life in Moorish society. I can just answer the basics. But when it comes to industrialization and mass production, dudes is doing a thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This is your land, so it's about us cultivating the land without begging and asking permission. That's what the more is being all about. If this is what you was all trying to get at, so definitely that's what's going on. But what I'm saying is, you being an Aboriginal and your following and anybody else just popping up, man. What y'all Moors doing? Come to the temple, because this is what we about. We about spiritual sovereignty before you think you finna go on ahead and just get all of the gifts and joys and blessings of the Most High. So you want to just hop in from Negrodom in your stages of illiteracy and pop up talking about, well, Korea balling, China balling. What's up, more? What you mean, more? You better go on and clean yourself up and learn about your lower self and your higher self. See, these Aborigines and Negroes, they got to learn about the science of self first. Clean yourself up. Weed out your gardens. Learn these principles. Learn these divine messages and this wisdom from the ancients. Clean that up. Get wealthy inside first. Get
Okay.
healthy inside first.
I get
All
what
of
you're
that's
saying.
coming. You see
Right,
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
what you're
We
saying.
got that.
So you
So,
saying like, you know what I'm saying, if you gonna come, come get yourself off drugs, get yourself going good, you know what I'm saying, do as you should, and there's, you can see a higher
a higher frequency, and the Moors got information to lead you to, your desires. They got
right,
information for that.
right.
That did not fail me, and I'll share that. But I will be, like I say, spiritual sovereignty before you get
So
earthly sovereignty.
I get that. I get that. That's, what I'm saying. That's kind of unique. And because the condition our people is, what I'm saying, the
Oh yeah,
condition,
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I'm in that condition too, so don't take it personal. I'm just, I just want to, I want to know, what I'm saying. But to me, it sort of sounds like, I have to conform to your ways in order to, see something better. You see what I'm saying? And
No.
so, in the way, that's a good way, but in the way, it's kind of, it's, our culture is free. We know for free people. You know what I'm saying? And so, trying to make me, or trying to tell me, okay, well, you need to, comply, and trying to twist me and twerk me, what I'm saying, to comply with you. I'm going to rebel. I'm going to rebel against that. Like, that's going to be my enemy. You see what I'm saying? That's going to be something that I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to compare you, but I'm just trying to say that, in the, just, if you really, what I'm saying, if you, because, you know like the stuff, as if in, like, when I mention Hong Kong, and things like that, like, we can do that in 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't that difficult to do. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
can we can
yeah.
get
It
that
could be
done in 30.
overnight. Actually, it could be overnight. Shit,
Right. We
to a
get that
degree.
done in like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And so, when we look at the Moors, and we say, okay, the Moors go back about 9,000. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, they ain't, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got that. So so us outside people, we looking at that like, you know what I'm saying? But you saying, well, you got to come join, and you got to get yourself right, and then we can show you some shit. You see what I'm saying? So that looked like a magic trick. You know what I'm saying? It,
Nah,
it looked
nah,
kind of like
nah,
a
nah.
it looked kind of like a sales pitch. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And,
hell
and,
yeah, I understand.
and so I want you. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and clean that up, because it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sit right with me a little bit. I don't really want to. Just, I'm kind of holding back my questions, but it got my mind kind of going kind of weird. Like, what is he saying? You know what I'm saying? So can you clean that up
Mm.
for me a little bit? Like, if,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, brother. Well, the MSTFA and the MDM movement, the divine spiritual movement, basically what it does is it cleans up what you just broke down. You don't see this, you don't see that. The Moors been around for thousands of years. What they got? But what they got is glasses for you to see the through the illusion or the Maya. So basically, you thinking that the cares of the world, the boats, the planes, the good looking women, all of the carnal desires, it needs to be had. But what the Moors is offering is something that is a necessity, something that you need. This information is and wisdom is actually more needed than those things that certain people crave. So once we give you this information on how to know thyself, how to develop your body, your mind, and your spirit, how to
got you.
navigate when you
Right.
growing through the ages from a young youth into a veteran. We giving you supreme information that has been documented by the ancestors for thousands of years, so you won't trip. Traveling. We
I got
basically
you.
giving you a torch to travel through darkness.
Right. Right.
So
That makes
yeah,
a little more sense. So now it's kind of, now it's starting making a little more sense, because so now you kind of saying, like, don't, the Moors are not here to be the fucking new Hong Kong. The Moors are not here to be the fucking, that we're here, we're here for a certain, you know a enlightening or spiritual purpose. Is that
exactly.
what you're
We
saying?
believe that once we get these people to think for themselves, they can save themselves. You feel me? So it's like, no need in giving you riches, billions, showing you a new political, economical upcoming tactic. Just teach them how to think. And all of the trickery and the propaganda that got these people into a sleep, into a slumber, they will figure it out overnight.
I
And
see.
they
Right.
won't be,
Right.
spending their money on heroin, on worthless Michael Jordans that only cost 20 cents to make. They're spending $200 on that. Then they're blaming the white man for all of their problems. You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying the Moors are selling them out, but they're buying $250 worth of plastic, every other week. So,
Right.
once they learn how to think, they'll stop doing that. They'll stop believing in the devil and Jesus and all of those fictional characters, and they'll start working on themselves, and they'll be superhuman. So this is the knowledge of the ages that teach you about self. You know what I mean? And we have the science and the wisdom to help these people transform their lives. So something like how gurus are in the India yoga tradition. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, spiritual masters.
Right.
And that's what we are here for, our people, for spiritual healing. Because of course they need it after coming out of bondage and so-called slavery and Jim Crow. Clearly they needed spiritual cleansing.
So
You
so
know what I
is it
mean?
right, right. So we get it. We you know what I'm saying, that's understood. Um Now, what is it? Anything you don't agree with, or anything you don't like about the Moors, or any other teachings of the Moor science, or anything? Anything you kind of, you know, like, you know,
Yeah, man. I can break
or is
that
that
down.
personal?
Yeah, I need to tell that my own personal experience with the MSTFA. I can break that down. Now, the prophet himself in his literature, he challenges all, even Moorish Americans, to question everything that he submitted to us. So basically, he's saying, don't take it for me, research. You see what I'm saying? Challenge
Hmm.
me. So that's what I do. And he got a little small pamphlet called The Circle Seven. It's not even that big of a book. And I've been for years trying to catch this man in any lie, and I always seem to fail. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying myself personally, like, I'm gonna get this dude. He lying some damn where. You know what I'm saying? But I never can find this dude, and that's what brought me closer to the Moorish tradition and their wisdom. You know what I mean? So, but me personally, the only thing I feel short at in on the spiritual side, physically, I got to get my law in order, I got to get my paperwork, got to get my knowledge. But on the spiritual side, I had a problem with marijuana. I want to say a problem. It was never a problem
It
because
was a weed
marijuana is
head.
a leaf. I wasn't a weed head. It's just that when it was time to get into a greater leadership role, you are really prohibited from doing any type of stimulant. You cannot really be a grand sheik, a national grand sheik, and abusing weed, alcohol. You feel me? It's certain food you can't eat, and we really are instructed to be vegans. You see what I'm saying? No
Right,
blood.
right,
So
right.
that's kind of difficult for a lot of people. So we're not going to tell you to quit it right away. Like, you got to get off that meat, but you got to start working towards getting off that flesh so you can be spiritually divine. You're not going
Okay,
to be accepted as spiritually divine until you get off that meat.
okay.
You
Well, we
know.
got we got we got we got Ruros out there. That's the meanest Moor in the world right now. Um, he says, let me see. He probably mad as hell for something. Probably at me or you. Ain't no telling. Somebody. He mad at somebody.
You man.
Yeah, he mad as hell. Yeah.
That's Grumpy
Let me
Smurf.
see.
That's Grumpy more, man.
The Muslims
On the
or
real.
Muslims. He said. Oh, he said, are you a Muslim or a Muslim? So I'm guessing, is that some type of
Man.
more like code, some shit, some talk shit? Because it sounds dumb as hell to
Man,
me.
tell that man don't be questioning me, Moab. I'm a Muslim, man. Tell him I know what I'm talking about. When I speak a word, brother, root words, when I convey information, I know what I'm doing. I know the definition. I
Okay,
know
we
Muslim is a muscle man. I know it's the security forces, man. I know
okay
what I'm
we
saying when I'm saying Muslim and Muslim, brother.
okay,
You feel me?
we gonna keep y'all separated because we can fuck around, get to speaking some language and shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like a
that's the
Muslim and
that's them
like
thirsty Moors, man. We
like that
got some
shit weird
thirsty
as hell to
Moors
me.
out there, man.
But that shit's kind of cool though. You know what I'm saying? Get your own little legal and shit. Um, but so now you guys do have a flag, and you guys are known for your flag. Now, you
Yeah.
guys make your flag. You guys make your flag too, right? Or is that
Yeah, man. Everything is made by Asiatics, man, and the extended melanated family. Like, we promote self-independence. So, and we don't want people to think like the Arab form of Islam is our culture, because there's nations all over the earth that practice Islam and Islamism.
but
You know what I mean? Islam means peace, but us, we are rooted in self-independence, self-reliance. So every more American temple, it's whether the paper in our books or the flag material, the clothing material is normally done by the sisters auxiliary. The sisters auxiliary is where the
hold up,
sisters,
hold up, hold up,
they
hold up,
govern
hold up, hold up,
themselves.
bro, hold up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all be going in, and you know what I'm saying, y'all forget about the students. You know what I'm saying? You got teachers teaching teachers and shit, and y'all forget about the students. You know what I'm saying? You gotta slow down, bro. I'm a student. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
You went
yeah. I'm
you went to
tripping.
50 on me, bro.
Right. I'm
You went to
tripping. I forgot you need to know too now. I
right.
forgot
But
now.
I went
I
to.
will go quick now.
I know there are some people out there,
Hold
you
on
know what I'm
now.
saying, you want to impress, your fellow Moors, but I'm, what I'm saying, he has a student, so let him,
Right. It ain't
yeah, hold on, let me clean that up. Let me clean that up for the
cause
Aboriginals get
confusion.
weird and shit. You know what I'm saying? He has someone he's teaching. I'm trying to figure out what it's about because actually, you know what I'm saying, you already know that a Nigerian dude called me up and he was asking me information about the Moors. You talked to him the other day,
Right.
and I couldn't tell him nothing. I'm like, bro, that's some internet shit to me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so and
Right.
then speaking with that's what kind of struck my interest a little bit because then I was like, I'm gonna get you to talk to him more because he was like, can you get me to talk to him more? And I didn't know any. And so that what kind of like struck my interest. And then when you came on, I'm like, okay, I wonder what this shit's about. You see what I'm saying? Because I already know I got a fucked up perception because I
Right.
learned it through the
Right.
internet. You know what I'm saying? And then in the Aboriginals, uh some of the I don't know what it is, but there's like this hardcore prison culture around in the Aboriginals, and it's like anybody else is like, nigga, you crossing prison gangs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't
Right. Right.
I don't believe in that shit. You know what I'm saying? My brother's my brother, whether he more whatever the fuck title he want to wake up and call himself today, nigga, you belong to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But I also have a type of logic that I believe in each and every one of these organizations. There are a group of law-abiding, hardworking systems, hardworking people, at the root of all these organizations. Whether it's the Moors, the Hebrews, whatever organization it is out there, the root that's keeping that shit going, you know what I'm saying, is these hard-working, law-abiding people. But whenever you get a group of hard-working people, you get a group of sharks. So I'm saying that's feeding ground. That's food for sharks. You see what I'm saying? So each and every last one of these groups got you got that hardcore, hardworking ethic in it, and they got a group of sharks that's feeding off of them and just out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
that's that's my you know what I'm saying, that's my math for every organization. You know what I'm saying? And so if we can change that in the Aborigine community, you know what I'm saying, that will be, you know what I'm saying, that will be a good thing. If we can try to keep the hardworking people the base and keep the hardworking people, you know what I'm saying, you know, surrounded with hardworking people and, constantly, keeping the sharks out. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter what organization you is, you're shark infested. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's just my logic. And, I don't do the religion thing, you know what I'm saying, personally. But and we struggling with that. We struggling with that, in the Aboriginal community. But we doing okay. You know what I'm saying? We're keeping we're trying to keep the sharks out, but we struggling with it. Do you got
Yeah.
anything you can say to us to try to help us keep the sharks out? You know what I'm saying? Because at the base of the Aborigine community, you know what I'm saying, there is some hard working, real hardcore, people in there. You know what I'm saying? If you get caught with some of the weirdos and some of the prison yard fighting motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And that's your
Right. I feel
perception.
what you're saying.
You
I
you say
feel
you,
what you're
you, you
saying.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying, that that's your
Yeah.
perception. So, you got anything you can help us to like get the prisoners out there? You know what I'm saying? And try to get the hard working people like together and make some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. I run into that, especially on the internet, what we call overzealous or extremism, within the Aboriginal community. Because I've been with y'all for like the past 4 or 5 years when African Americans ain't African took off. So I know exactly what you're talking about. As for the good working people, positive, spiritually in tune people, peaceful people. The Morrison Temple of America was divine for people like you, who want to
that
assist,
was good. That was good.
and show race pride, who is about race
This
pride, love
motherfucker said that.
themselves, love their community. And this is what I want to read to them people, because like you said, we're gonna have knuckleheads that's disagreeable, because we know niggas is stiff necked, hard headed, You know, they don't want to stop eating this, don't want to stop drinking that until they feel like it, until they want to. So we can't tell a nigga nothing. But for the people who we can reach out to, Act 6 in the Divine Constitution and Bylaws, it states that with us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and partial of this said government, and know they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians,
Hold on.
because these names were given to slaves.
Hold on. Are you reading
So,
that or are you reciting that?
no, I'm reading that. This is from the prophet himself.
Okay. I kind of figured that. I'm like, man, that shit sounds scripted, bro. Okay, I got you.
Right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
This is from the prophet. And we were given these slave names by slave holders in 1779. And for the Aborigines who are used to these terms, Negro, color folks, black people, and Ethiopians and other terms, what this did was created a veil over your mind and casted a dark shadow on your thinking abilities. Because for those last 100 and so years, in your mind, you really thought you was a Negro. But in the MSTFA, we teach you your divine creed and your nationality before the Reconstruction period in the Civil War. So before then, most of you Aborigines had an identity. You knew exactly who you was, and you was a part of something great. So what we do is similar. I don't want to say similar to Dane Calloway, because we originated this concept by helping you trace your genealogy and getting you up to speed on intelligence and data. Up to speed information that'll help you in today's times and modern times. So Act 6, you proclaim your nationality. You know what I mean? That puts you right into the groove, into the mix of, the governments of today. That puts you into the leadership role. That means you no longer sitting around with the knuckleheads. You automatically is involved. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Right. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That was. I understand what you're saying, but I know some Aboriginals that know. That know that genealogy area, and they would totally disagree, and they would. They would go in on it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it, but I can't do it.
Let me say this.
So we
Let me say this to them Aborigines. Let me say this to them Aborigines. It'll be brief. Now, no one lives to himself. We are all bound by cords of affection. So those Aborigines, I want to let them know this nationalism, this culturalism of self-independence is for us to be strength and stronger. It enhances the race and protects the race in future generations to come. Those Aborigines who don't care about a spiritual practice, they don't care about intelligence, they don't care about assisting us.
Which Aborigines?
I mean, the ones who don't care about the religion aspect and the gathering, the nationality aspect, who might differ.
Aborigines kind of big on that. You know what I'm saying? I just broke it down to you how we real big. We want to have our kids in an environment where they are they are the highest American. They are the whole. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of our biggest pet peeves right there. If you guys don't understand the Aborigines, like if you don't understand that about the Aborigines, you don't know nothing about it.
Right, I'm definitely I'm misunderstood about the movement. Period. I don't understand the cohesiveness of it. You understand?
Right.
I don't understand the cohesiveness of the Aboriginal. In my mind, this is why I keep on confusing y'all, because this is what I wanted to break down on the show with Chief Holiday, but I knew that would have took the whole show over. My research has led to knowing that Aboriginal means first to an origin, but away from civilization. That's why I broke through the show saying, okay, Moors started civilization, and that's why I kept saying ours, and y'all. Because guess what? If you away from civilization, that means you didn't put in civilization. So there's nothing for you to claim. And that's why Aborigines tend to become minuscule and inconsequential, because look, we already know you away from civilization because you saying Aborigine. You see what I'm saying? Y'all away from civilization. That means from the networking, the industrialism, and innovation. So like if I start a town for tourism, or sightseeing, and I'm making a lot of money, just because some Aborigines been here for 400 million years, they finna just walk up on me, man, I'm Aboriginal, man, I'm up in here. Man, I ain't paying for nothing. You see how that work with the Aborigines now? That's like some goddamn Aborigine bullying or something.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well.
So,
For it to be a way, you know what I'm saying? You're adding on. You're adding. You see what I'm saying? So the word Aborigine, you can't. If you add something to it, or you take something away, then you have a different word. You have a different meaning. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's how it was expressed at first. It was expressed to letting people know, or the world know, that these people, yeah, they are first the first man to walk upright, but they are away from civilization. And they are owed rights and respect and protection,
Hold
but
on.
they are
So
away
you
from
added
the intelligence aspect of development.
right. So you made it a complete sentence. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So you made it a sentence. It's just a word. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you made it a whole
right.
sentence. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's just,
I
it
mean, like
has
it
a
has to be a
it has a
breakdown.
ranking.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It has a rank to it. You know what I'm saying? Because
it has a status to it. Right.
right, and it conforms into a number. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? It has a number. The number is number one, the first.
A1 Aboriginal. I know what you're saying.
Right. And so when it conforms into the number one, one would be the highest number, and 1,000, a million would be the lowest. So it's
I
it's
feel you.
switched it's switched around. Like if I ask you, man, what you think about this chick? One being the highest, and 10 being the lowest. You see what I'm saying? So it's switched around. So when we say we American Aboriginals, we basically saying we are the superior Americans. Everyone else
Okay.
is they something.
Minority.
Now everyone else is something first. Everyone else
I
is
feel you.
something first. So they are African
Right.
American. They are a Moorish American, a Asian American. So they have something else. So no matter what you say you are, if you're not, what I'm saying, American first, then you would be beneath us. And so one of our pet peeves and one of our our main points is that needs to be a social political, what I'm saying, that is a social political, movement. That's what it
Yeah.
has to. That's what it has to be. You know what I'm saying? I even
So
broke this down because if you understand, that a nickel is actually worth more money than a dime. You see what I'm saying? But we prefer a dime. You see what I'm saying?
right.
And so because that's a social, because they socially, what I'm saying, made us want the dime, even though it weighs
Mhm.
less, and the nickel weigh more. It has more copper in it. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so one of our hardcore things is that needs to be social. That's why they out here so hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Is because we trying to tell everybody, no, 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 we are the first Americans and everybody else is beneath us. That needs to be, what I'm saying? Our generation needs to lay that down for our children. So when
Right.
our grandchildren go to school, they going to school nigga on bully mode, like like I'm king shit. Everybody else, y'all foreigners. You know what I'm saying? Don't even look at me. Don't even look at me, too long into my eyes. Do you know who I am? I'm an Aboriginal. I built this place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's our main. That's like the main thing. So, you know, but I do want to know, what don't you like about the Aborigines? Because I see you talk about them as if, but some of the stuff you be saying be matching right up. But it seems like you agitated as hell. So what don't you like about the Aborigines? And
It
if
ain't
you,
it is not the Aborigines in general. Let
it's
me get
certain.
that straight. Yeah, yeah. It's just the YouTube factions. Of course, that's why I'm on the YouTube to make sure, you know, that we all got peace coming. So it ain't every Aborigine, but we got a movement on the YouTube because we know Native American, indigenous Aborigines from Canada to South America is determined and developed off the practice of peace. Like mostly every Aborigine group in America is spiritual and they practice, just being calm and respectful, not hurting the earth, not destroying the earth. But the Aborigines on the YouTube is ready for war, ready for drama, ready to cause confusion. So that's why I had a beef with them. Because like I just told you, I was a part of the Aborigines are not African movement, 4 years ago.
How
Because
does
I
that work?
understand the status. Yeah,
How does
I was
that
I was
work, bro?
on Google Plus. I was on Google Plus with the Aborigine Americans ain't African movement because the African Americans ain't African faction. They didn't like Moors, right? And I was heavy with the AAA at first. So I started Aboriginal Americans ain't African because guess what? I'm down to protect the Aborigine community who might not be up to speed on reading and research. So yeah, they might not be Moorish. They might not be active out here, industrializing. So guess what? I still love the Aborigines because I'm not gonna call them Negro, Black, and Color. Aborigines is a step to a greater status than NBC and African American. So of course I'm supporting somebody who halfway woke. being A1 Aborigine. So I'm down with that. But like I say, it was the internet Aborigines that, like I seen in your chat the other day, they coming for the Moors, man.
Oh,
F
they
the Moors.
killing me
The hell
too.
with the
I'm
Moors.
getting killed for this
You
interview.
know?
If I'm not here tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Blame the Aboriginal
man,
community.
F the Moors, their religion. They 501c3. All of this nonsense they
Oh
coming
shit.
up with, man,
See,
so
see,
that's
see,
on them.
see. A
And
lot
that's
of
why we
people.
got to be out here.
See, a lot of them don't get me. They don't understand me. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here for
Right,
real. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I got my face. I got my, you know what I'm saying? I got my business. I got my company. You know what I'm saying? Even my sister, you know what I'm saying? My sister's a politician, bro. You know what I'm saying? In my city.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
right,
out here for real. And they expect me to be, the jailhouse nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
nigga, all Moors must die. Everybody must die. Nigga, fuck your God. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I do
right,
business. I do business with these people that y'all hate. You know what I'm saying? I do
right.
business with Moors. I do business with Hebrews. I do business with Asians and Africans and African
Right.
American. I do business with these people. So what I look like coming on here, talking about killing them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Now if you want to go in the back chat and you want to, get a phone call and I, let you know my honest opinion, you know what I'm saying? Or more of an honest opinion, then that's all said and dandy. But you know what I'm saying? We
Right,
on the internet. I do business. I do business out here. You know what I'm saying? He's finna
right,
hook me up with that contract for them fans, y'all. We global girls finna do those fans.
right.
I'm just, you
Man,
know,
that's self-sufficient. That's
I'm just,
that finance we need. We need that.
no, it's
That's the
it's all good.
fanatics, man. Them fanatics, man. Them people just overhyped, man. You
Yeah.
know. So we love them too. We love them
Yeah,
too, no
yeah,
matter
but
what
those
they
are the
say.
people, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people we gotta help, and at the same time, those are the most dangerous people in the world to help. You know what I'm saying? People that hate everything. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And if you love them too much, then then you weak, you gay. You know what I'm saying? Then if you
Right.
don't love them enough, nigga, you're a sellout.
Right.
You're a coon man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a combination of I like you one day, I hate you next day. You know what I'm saying? And they would like you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it's some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not cut out for this shit. But you know what I'm saying? For other people who want to come out, you know what I'm saying, do some interviews, get yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? I encourage some of the, some of the young guys come out, man, come out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know when I get Michael Freemore on the show, everybody's gonna be all, oh man, we love Ty Data, we love Ty Data, and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Or unless they're gonna say, oh nigga, Ty Data's a Christian now, or some type of Jew or some shit. You know what I'm saying? When I get motherfucking Patty LaBelle or goddamn who can we get? Goddamn Shaquille O'Neal or some goddamn body. No, let me not say no names because then it's gonna be some shit to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like ain't no pleasing these motherfuckers. So, I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always gonna have some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate the bill, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get a little more understanding. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't really think this is a debate because I just want to know some stuff also about the Moors and I really don't really get into the religious part too much, you know what I'm saying? Cuz the religious parts, it's kind of a it's a touchy subject, but also it's kind of like a like a like a weird little, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
Yeah,
religion, you know what I'm saying?
man.
A lot of religions are weird. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah, a
got
lot of
religions that
religion, they
fucking
do brainwash, to get the members to give up their money, and their service and loyalty, but with us it is a spiritual movement where we want the so-called Negro, blacks, and colored to get full of spiritual awareness. Like they're very aware, in their carnal and their lower self. They know how to master that. They the best at shaking their asses, dancing, flipping around, dribbling ball. But when it comes to spiritual, they don't know how to get in tone and take control of their bodies. So basically, our organizations is teaching us how to tune in with our higher self and how to control our lower self. So it's science based. That's why it is called the Moorish Science Temple of America. So we dealing with science. We're dealing with knowledge and wisdom, and this wisdom
but
is based off the zodiac. You
but the
feel what I'm
thing is
saying?
that when we see like the little costumes and stuff, it looks kind of it looks like it looks kind of weird to us. It looks foreign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it do.
Even
It
though
do
it's
at
not.
first.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it's probably not everything probably made here and they
Right.
the first person that came about or whatever, but it looks kind of foreign and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and that's what they did with the propaganda and the media. They made all of the stuff that we originate foreign. So they, that was
Right. Right.
the whole purpose and process of dehumanizing the Negro. They stole his nationality, his culture, his language, stole her, her birthright. So they broke them all the way down. Now they got you thinking ancient Egypt. They even had niggas thinking ancient Egypt was a sun worshiping cult that wanted to kill the world at one time. And when
Right.
all in actuality, that is our supreme dynasty. So
Now,
that they work the number on the nigga now.
feel
So
you. Feel you.
what we got to do is slowly but surely say these words to them and accept them to a certain degree, to at least to make them know you didn't know, now you know now, nigga, because niggas is hard headed, and when they get this information into their dial plate, they can use it, because like I say, we are not malicious or deceivingly trying to unite our people. We are doing this charitably, from the bottom of our hearts, because guess what? If I know something and it didn't help me, I'm gonna help my next brother, man, and friend. Like, look, brother, you can use this to do this, go that, go that way. Out of love, bro. Because guess what? Down the line, our people could be messed up like they was in Jim Crow. And we could have avoided it based off this information. That's why I'm doing it on the stream. And like I say, it is so much for you to learn in the MSTFA, especially about knowing thyself. These lessons, like how you were saying, we've been around 9,000, 10,000 years, but where is the mass shipping companies? Man, when you get in there, you're going to learn about that, and you're going to learn about the knowledge of the ages on how to control your mind, body, and soul. That means you're going to have control over, okay, I'm not smoking that cigarette no more. Okay, I'm not going to use cussing words no more. I'm not going to do these bad habits. We giving you the strength and the wisdom to do that.
Right.
Because
Right.
guess what? You can join any nation that got a super military, super technology. But if you don't know yourself, if you can't control yourself, you worthless to that nation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
that's why
got you.
that's what I was trying to
I
let you
got you.
know.
It's
We need a
not
spiritual and divine
right.
intervention.
It's not
You know,
for you saying, in a way, it's not for, you know, all the, all the building and all the, the super rail trains and all that shit. It's to, get your mind right.
yeah,
You know what I'm
you need
saying?
to build the super rail trains in your
In
mind
your
first. You
mind.
need to build your body up first, because we've been damaged with the GMO, with the media propaganda of, how we perceive ourselves as Africans. We got niggas as light as me and Beyonce and Will Smith thinking they Africans when we find these people in the Pacific Ocean looking just like us. You got light skinned people thinking they mixed, thinking Mexicans is, mixed white. Got black people thinking they African. There's so much division and mental
Yeah.
invasion. They got us confused as a whole in America. So what the
Right.
Moorish Science Temple of America do, it gives us a sacred grove filled with lofty wisdom that we can share without the distractions. When we get up in that temple, people might see the word Moorish and they might see those Islamism garbs, and they may be like, oh, that's strange. But once you get in there, you're gonna learn the signs and symbols, because signs and symbols are for the, the people who can really think, for the conscious mind. So you're gonna get to catching on. But that information, I'm talking about the first 2 days. They got me. This is where they got me at. When the brother came up, one of the grand sheiks, he was like, where is the nearest place to meet God? I didn't care about no religion back then. I was like, man, why is you asking me these questions? Because this brother wanted me in the temple. I don't know why. His name was Kenyu Umabe from Chicago. And he came and asked me a set of questions trying to see if I knew everything, because I thought I was so smart. So the question that he hit me with was, where was the nearest place to meet God? I was like, you already know he out there in the sky just chilling, flying around, bro. He was like, man, really
You
think about that, man. And he was like, he was in the heart. And then he broke down why he was in the heart. And heart means core, or the center of man. And he let me know God is the mind, the thinking aspect of our existence. And the thinking is over the matter, it is over the body. And he let us know us Negroes was actually in control over our emotions. Our emotions controlled us, and not our spirit.
right.
So that was so interesting. I was like, oh, okay. And then he let us know that know thyself is actually our religion. Our spiritual concept is peace, Islamism. That's our spiritual concept, but our actual religion is know thyself. So if a nigga
Gotcha.
asks you what our religion is, know thyself.
Oh, that's
You
gotcha.
feel me?
Right.
Ain't no going to no church, bro. It's know
Now,
thyself, and you better know yourself to a T,
now,
because when you don't see yourself, others discover you most plainly.
now,
You know.
Now we seen your videos. You know what I'm saying? Now Chief Holiday is not nice like me. I seen your videos, my name in the title. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't know how my name deserved to be in the title, but I was on there. You know what I'm saying? So Chief Holiday is coming at you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you know that straight up.
Oh, he mad now? Oh man, he gave me a thumbs up early. I
That was
didn't
me.
really
That was
disrespect
me.
the
I
eyeball.
was actually
Oh,
logging. That was
oh
me.
man, I
That
didn't
was
really disrespect the
no, no,
Aborigines, and
no,
I
no,
tried to
no,
be as
no, no.
kind as
It's
possible.
it's 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 a rap, bro. You could it's a rap. These niggas is you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
he really.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You but who out there? You know what I'm saying? Who out there? You know you would like to get at? You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to get at somebody, you know what I'm saying? One of the Aboriginals out there, who would you like to get
All right, well, we got a lot of Dan Calloway followers. I don't want to get at him personally, but I would like a apology about Noble Drew Ali's 501c3 activities and the Moorish identification video he did. Talking about that nationalism is a foreign concept. And basically, like I say, any church organization, any organization is gonna have identification. So that was a slander video. And of course, Noble Drew Ali was not under 501c3. We want him to correct that.
at?
As for who I want to get at, on the videos, who be on my video talking smack, man? He don't do videos. So, it's pretty much nobody, who can address my videos anyway, because they don't even speak my language. So it's no match. You know what I mean? I just, if you got a problem, come holler at me, do a video, debunk my information about Moorish Americans, Phoenician Americans, Israelites being in the Civil War and building up civilization.
Okay.
If you
Now,
got
see,
a
y'all know
problem,
his
other
page.
than that, I'm just uplifting.
He
I don't
he
want no beef.
he do be going in, you know what I'm saying? He do be going in on the Aboriginals. I be, you know what I'm saying? He be saying some, some good stuff, some of the stuff. I'll be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So but you being over here, you know what I'm saying, on this platform, people, you understand I'm a traitor now to the prison gang. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you gotta understand that I don't operate on that frequency though. So I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But um so you ain't got nobody name you wanna call out?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a brother. I ain't heard from him in a while. I think it's American Indian Council. And he represent the Choctaw. Now he did a lot of more videos that the Canyonland Moors addressed. You don't hear about him, but he one brother that was a more hater for sure. And he do videos. If he still do videos, and I know he with the indigenous Aborigine movement, he can't fool me, but he's definitely a more hater. And he need to check all that, man, because we got the facts. That we
Okay.
fought in the Civil War and the old man got their feds on. He claimed to be a part of the old man, so cut it out. Matter of fact, Dan Calloway too. Let's go ahead and hit Dan Calloway. He claimed to be an old man. Him
Now see,
and
but,
Chief
but
Child
see,
War
but see,
Horse.
but see, but see, Dan Calloway don't talk shit about the Moors. You know what I'm saying? His video was
Right,
not made after he didn't wake up saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm finna fuck with the Moors
right.
today." He did that and said, "I got some information and I'm gonna release it." So
Right. He ain't no jouster anyway. He
right,
just the
he ain't
informational little youngster. Yeah, yeah.
right. He just
He
came
ain't
out
no
with
shit.
some information that he came across. He it was not a shot at the Moors. There was y'all that prison shit, bro. Y'all gotta cut that
Right,
out too.
right,
That was
right,
not
man.
that
We coming for everybody
that
who,
was
who
not
try to
his
come for the
thing.
profit,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
not Dan
no.
Calloway thing. He probably be cool with it. I don't know if that was his thing, but y'all, yeah,
I'm gonna be real,
we
bro.
gotta
A
cut that
lot
out.
of the Aborigines, bro. Like I just met y'all. I just met you. But a lot of the Aborigines really slick rock with me because they remember me from Google Plus. They just acting now. A lot of niggas know me, bro. Don't let these Aborigine niggas fool you. They know me, especially niggas like Cubon 11. That nigga who be commenting. A lot of these niggas know me through the
Well, he
years.
just cussed you out, bro. He
Yeah, I
cussed
know, but
me
he
out
know me
too.
through he know me through the years
He,
on Google Plus putting in work. But now that I'm a superior Moorish brain, he like fuck you nigga and the Moors, nigga. You feel me? But he know what it is. Michael Hampton know what it is. These niggas, man, they know what it is, man. And on top of that, it's just the emotional aspect coming out of the male. See, the men is supposed to be able to, round that off and handle that and not be emotional. They not even willing to research they hate is so much built up. And that's on them. Because guess what? If he think a motherfucking Moor is a foreigner, Nigga, I didn't prove to you it's in Morocco, Indiana. I didn't prove this in Morocco, Venezuela. I didn't prove how the Moors culture is on the west coast of America and Mexico, with the Asiatics, the primitive and the prehistoric
I'm
culture.
gonna
I
let you
got
and
the
him.
proof.
I'm gonna let you and him take that up. You know what I'm saying? That's not my deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's just the grumpy Aborigines, So let them hate though. Let them hate, but hate the information. Hate Drew Ali, bro. Why nigga won't argue Drew Ali, man? Go argue him, but they can't read and write because niggas is lazy. You can't, this time nigga ain't never gonna beat no Drew Ali because they not gonna even read. This how cold the prophet was. He even came with a little ass book that you can fit in your hand.
okay. You
You
in the
know, he he,
house?
he,
You in
he,
there?
he put a book in your hand that you can slide under the door and these niggas won't even read it.
Okay.
That's how he knew these niggas weren't gonna beat him. They
Well,
not even, come on,
I'm gonna
man.
let you know they coming for you. So
Man,
you know what
these
I'm
niggas
saying?
not gonna read the
They
prophet book.
they
He
coming for
challenged
you.
these
They
niggas to
out
read
there.
his
They
book.
coming for you. So you better call up about 6 other Moors and y'all better get y'all shit because these Aboriginals out here. I'm
They don't
telling you,
have
I
no law.
seen it.
They don't
I
have no
seen it,
literature, bro.
bro.
Listen, the Aboriginals
I
don't have no
seen it,
literature,
bro.
bro. All they
Trust
got
me,
is emotional, bro. All
bro.
they gonna do is snap. The
I,
more is this. They don't have no documentation where they can put up. Like,
bro.
look, nigga,
I'm
you know,
telling you, I seen it. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
These
They come on,
motherfuckers
bro.
is thorough, bro. I'm
Let me
telling you.
tell you, bro. Let me tell you, bro, because you might not know. These same Aboriginals you talking about then already goddamn got whammed down by me. You thinking I'm new to this Aboriginal game? I'm talking about I was in the middle of it, bro. You feel me? I'm talking about I'm talking about 10 toes down, nigga, swinging, nigga. You feel me?
All
That
right,
was me, nigga.
all right.
These niggas got this information from me, nigga.
All right,
You
man.
feel me?
I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? You just better hope some of the young
Nigga, these Aboriginals
phenoms
don't want to see me. They shaking in their
don't
boots, nigga.
don't pick
Bro,
up on that
come on,
energy,
bro.
bro. I'm telling you something. I'm telling you.
I'm not on that, bro. That's why I got the
Yeah,
people in Folks Nation. I took people in Folks Nation so the Aborigines to know. Okay, nigga, you can't even claim that, nigga. You want to hate on the Moors? Now you claiming that you want to be fake folks? You want to be a fake brother? You can't do that no more. This Chi-Town, nigga. Because guess what? The prophet was Chi-Town. He Chi-Towned out. That's ours, nigga. So drop your flag, nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
hold up, bro.
The fuck,
Hold up. Let me
nigga.
see. You know,
I'm
oh
just
man.
letting these niggas
Okay,
know,
yeah,
nigga.
we
This
gonna have to
ours,
end it
nigga.
right here, bro. We gonna have to end it. Hey, y'all young
Come on,
phenoms
bro.
out there, boy. Dude, coming.
Man, these niggas don't want to see me, man. Come on, bro. You know
Who
the
out there?
Aborigines
Who
just
out there?
emotional,
Who out
bro.
there? You know what I'm saying? You boy, you
Motherfucker
deal with
eyeballs, nigga.
Chief Holiday. Chief Holiday set it up. You know what I'm saying? Chief Holiday set it up.
Man, we can
I'm about
go
to
toe
let.
to toe, man. Real.
Okay. Oh, okay. These dudes are thorough, man. I'm
Damn,
telling you.
hate man, Albert. Now, Chief Holiday a smart ass nigga now. We was just bumping heads, but he
Chief
ain't got
Holiday
no
cussing
literature either.
everybody out.
Chief Holiday is an intelligent brother, man, but he just fiery. He fired up, bro. You feel me? That nigga too fired up, boy, for the wrong reasons.
All right, now one more question that a lot of people talk about the Moors, and a lot of people say all the Moors are traitors and all this shit. Now, don't go too
Yeah.
deep because I don't know too much about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I done seen the Moors do stuff on the video. I learned a little bit about the Moors from the Hidden Colors video. The Tariq
Yeah.
Nasheed. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, the Hidden Colors, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with me promoting another brother, then you must be some type of weird bastard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So what's now I can't really combat whatever you say. So you can say any goddamn thing, and I'm just gonna be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But so if you could try to get real strategic and explain to the people, the deal with the trading or whatever, the simplest, best way you can. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen little videos of people with fezes shooting other black people. I done seen little
Yeah.
little stuff. What I'm saying? I done seen some fucked up shit too. And that shit don't go away. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's attached to that fez. So there's our blood attached to that fez. You see what I'm saying? And so that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard for some people to take in, even if it was just a movie. You know what I'm saying? The shit,
Right.
the
Right.
shit. We seen it, nigga. We seen some niggas Gatling gun niggas like with some asses, bro. You gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand where we
Just
come.
chopping folks up.
Yeah,
The
it's just
Moors just chopping them up.
so you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't sit right. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Oh, we got them more killer in the building. No. This
Damn.
This dude right here, now this dude right here, yeah.
I don't. Hey, but look though, this
Sael is the we can't unleash him. He's
that
the
nigga
Aboriginal.
Side L is the big nigga. I'm talking
He
about nigga.
is
He'll get on my channel.
we put
Man,
this
that
nigga
nigga.
in the basement with chains. When the
Man,
more
this
come
nigga is
out,
the
bro.
more killer. Yeah.
We do not. We do not let him go
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, I'm used to that. I know about that brother, man. I know about him now. You know, I know. He done been on my channel, let me know everything the Moors did wrong. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't even know the wrong shit the Moors did. Shit. If it
Yeah,
weren't
so
for
we
him,
he
oh,
showed up.
yeah.
He showed up. But can can you address that? Cause that fucked us all up, man. You got a whole generation of people out here, man. We fucked up with that. Like how does that work?
Well, first of all, let me try to paint a picture for the people. Like,
Hold on one
you
second.
know,
Let me
like
give a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nine Ether in the building. Thank you for the donation. We appreciate it. And an earlier donation. Sorry, I'm got a lot of shit going on, so I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Lakesha app is back up. We back up running. You know what I'm saying? Nobody get nothing. We too sophisticated. So we appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
well, I can say it's based off propaganda. If people don't know what that means, look it up. That means basically misinformation. You
Bro,
know, people just misinforming.
We can't. No, you got to go deeper than that, bro. You got to go
Nah,
deeper.
yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna
That
go in
fucked
deep,
us
but I
up,
just want
bro.
people to know. I
That
want
fucked
people to
me
know
up.
that it's intentional. So if you look at like Al Qaeda and like the people called ISIS, those fake Muslims over there in the Middle East, if you really, really follow YouTube content, you know the pop based on popularity belief, ISIS is fake. It's a homegrown U.S. implantation of terrorists to go over there
It's
and terrorize those people. You see what I'm
it's
saying?
a deep web hit
So
squad. You can order ISIS up on the deep web and have them come to motherfuckers' houses. That's all it
right,
is.
right. So basically, they got you thinking they got you scared of ISIS, and you never even met these motherfuckers. You know, just off of a TV show called The News. So what the Aborigines and others need to know, President Barack Obama passed the act that allows for propaganda to be legal. That means that the news can lie. That the government can put out information that is not totally correct. You know, for the basis of fighting terrorists. So what I'm saying is these campaigns are strategic because the Moorish Americans have a divine movement, and we have a physical salvation where we can be in these towns and we can also, practice our religion. So that means they can't do nothing to us, and corporations cannot meddle in other corporate affairs. These other nations cannot meddle in other nations' affairs. That means we got like a free national situation where we can do it by ourselves, govern ourselves. Ain't nobody finna walk up to us just, harassing us, kidnapping us. Because if you kidnap an Indian or a German national, that's gonna be an international penalty. But because we don't have this type of status, the average nigga is just getting kidnapped and they calling them African American. So that's what comes with that status and that title. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna hate on niggas. I mean, I want to say niggas, men and women who are established. They can establish poor people. So we have the Negro, blacks, and colors who the Moors or the Moorish can come in and we can turn these people into upright men and women. So of course everybody gonna be letting you know, oh, the Moors this, the Moors that. They some haters. They got a team out there that's ready to hate on us. Because they know that we were summoned by the prophet to come and uplift our communities, and he gave us the tools and necessities needed to do so. Like
Okay,
like
but
like people know what we got now
that,
and what we can do to
well,
range the
I'm
thing,
gonna
so they
let you know
hating on
that
it.
that's gonna be hard to clean out. That's gonna be hard to clean up that image that's in our head. So if you're more, I
Yeah,
suggest you get out there, start picking up garbage and shit, start helping. We want to see y'all doing. We want to see y'all doing some shit. Y'all got a
right.
lot of making up to do, bro. Like
Nah,
we
that
can't
that
get
that,
past that.
that
We ain't go. It's
right
gonna
now
be hard.
that is a part of the great deceit, and the tell lies vision, the tube, the TV tube. It is designed to keep niggas sleep and dumb. Because if you look at the Negro church generate damn near $1 trillion a year, and we all know that niggas spend 98% of their money outside of their community. That means only 2% of that money circulate between us, the so-called nigga. That's just the church. Now we know the hair industry generates billions. The gym shoe industry generates billions, and it is other industries that we empower.
Goddamn
You see what I'm
refrigerator
saying?
magnets. Don't get me started on them goddamn
Anything,
dumbass Americans.
anything,
Fucking
nigga. You
refrigerator
know,
magnets. Goddamn. What's the cards and shit you get
even Kool-Aid,
for
nigga.
your
Even
birthday?
Kool-Aid
What's the cards you get for
they
your
made
birthday?
billions, nigga.
The fucking Walmart cards. The motherfucking holiday. Now, don't get me started. Don't get
Nigga,
me
they
started.
make billions, nigga.
The
Chicken make billions. Fake chicken make billions. Chinese make billions off niggas. So
buttons
guess
and
what?
shit, keychains, motherfuckers spend a
Key
billion.
chains,
Like, come
nigga.
on, man. Look,
You
look, I'm gonna
know,
go
nigga,
ahead
I'm
and get
talking
out of here,
about
bro. Cause I'm not gonna get on that. Yeah, I'm not gonna get
right.
on that right now.
So
That fucked me.
so that is uh a reason, a good reason for governments and corporations to conspire to keep these niggas dumbed in the motherfucker. So they will sit up there and lie on the Moors, slander the Moors. They will hire fake YouTube
But
agents to type something bad about the Moors every day because guess what? You just like the Jews, you really can't slander us. It's against the law for somebody to do that. You know, you really can't get up on YouTube talking about, man, I kill a Jew. You feel what I'm saying? I knock a Jew out. That is a serious penalty to do that to us. But we know why people are mentally sick, so we not gonna push on them. They already think we sold them out and we traded on them. You know, so we can't come locking our people up. We here to uplift them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's some sick ass shit. But anyway, you know what I mean? That is part of the deceit and the division process to have you hating what's good for you and have you loving what is destroying you. Like our people
okay.
love GMO, but they hate the Moors who's gonna teach them to be alkaline.
But I'm
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
I'm gonna go ahead and say a little piece. I'm gonna let you, take it away. We gonna go ahead and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? This is a young brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He do be going in on the Aboriginals. You know what I'm saying? So you already know they coming for you. So
It's all
get
good.
your best. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep Sayel. We gonna keep him locked up for a couple more days. But if he break out, you know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Ain't nothing we
I'm
can
gonna
do.
start calling up them Chicago Moors. I'm gonna call up them learning Moors. You know who ready? Who got that fire? I got some of them
but
brothers who got that fire, and I'm gonna let them, help me because I don't got time for this shit
but that
now.
image, but y'all gotta understand that image. You know what I'm saying? That the more shooting down, our people. You know what I'm saying?
You
That
know the African people. I
y'all gonna have
understand.
right. Y'all gonna have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a stain. You know what I'm saying? That is a
Right.
stain. Like
That is
you
kind
know
of
what I'm
a stain.
saying?
Even though
That's
that was
a stain.
Hollywood, it was
It was
Hollywood.
right, Hollywood do
Produced.
the worst stains. Why you think we so
Right,
fucked up
they
right
got
now?
us.
Yeah.
Exactly, they
So
got it. So we
so
got. I mean, I appreciate you, brother, for giving us at least the opportunity to clean that shit up. For real, man, they got us with that one, man.
yeah.
When they think of
So
more, they walking down the street. Oh, they killing kids in Africa. Hell
yeah.
no, I
Right.
ain't helping
Right.
them niggas.
Right. Right.
Hell no, I'm not
Right.
helping them
So
niggas.
that's gonna be hard for the Moors. That's gonna be hard. But you know what I'm saying. But y'all, but it's real and it's out there, and
It's
I can
real.
admit because I had it, and I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
Moor, like
That's how
them
they
niggas
did
with the
our
Gatling
people.
guns. Like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah. So that's out there. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You did. You know what I'm saying. You shared your little words with the Aboriginals. So they they coming. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's
Just want to let you
cool,
know.
man.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and go in. We're gonna try our best to keep Sael on our side. Cause if he go over there on the Moore side, it's gonna be for real, for real, for real, for real.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
He lived to destroy them all, but
Right,
it's
right,
okay.
right,
We protect
right, right, right.
we protect
Ah,
it, man.
right.
I know that, brother.
Right. So yeah, just go ahead and say your little piece. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for everybody. Thanks for the little donations. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't really understand. They want to see, they want to see prison war. They want to see stabbings and shootings and beatings and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we actually more powerful when we are together. And so if you don't
Exactly.
understand that, you know what I'm saying? You don't, you never will understand. But yeah, go ahead. So
All right. All praises due to Allah and honors to the Prophet, the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Extended honors out there to all of the Moors and Muslims and Aborigines that tuned in tonight. And I just want to say thank you to this platform and all the Aborigines that did listen, who absorbed some of this information. Thanks to the host, willing to come back and chat whenever, ready for the grumpy Aborigines too. And the lessons and the wisdom that I gave y'all today. I hope y'all look it up, research it. You got any questions about Noble Drew Ali, Google it yourself. Call up an MSTFA official, Grand Sheik. Hit me up on my page, Chicago People and Folks, if you got any questions, because we not here to really cause confusion. We here to show love and teach people the divine wisdom divine principles that our ancestors developed to get us back on the track that allowed us to be so supreme in the old days. So I'm really here to help. I'm not here to divide and disrespect nobody. And like I say, I appreciate the platform. Get at me. Y'all want to do some more videos and want to get, more close. Want to get more bonded, holler at me, man. Peace out, man. On the real.
Peace.
Peace.
Hi, my name is Lakesha from the Lakesha Network. I am here to remind you to go to your Google or Apple App Store. Simply type the word Lakesha and then search to install and download the Lakesha Alert app to stay up to date on my new superior features. Subscribe to my YouTube page by opening up your app and clicking menu. Click on the About Us tab. Try to get familiar with my software and also teach it to your loved ones. And get your household familiar with my information. It will be useful in the future. You're welcome in advance.